Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Apple. This is probably one of my favorite companies, probably one of my favorite stocks. As you can see, I have it here on Robinhood. I have some more in a retirement account. I just have it set up on drip. Buy the dips when I can. It just kind of depends. Probably, I don't know, 20 to 50 shares in my IRA, but as you can see, I have a little over 7 here. I bought partial shares and bought it on the dip and so on. But this is Apple. Ticker is AAPL. Like I said, you can see I have 7 shares here, so I've got a pretty good return. A little bit under $20 under the for my average cost, under the price that it is now. If you want to read about Apple, go for it. Pause, and I'm not going to read it. You're probably watching this on an Apple device. But the funny thing about me is I do not have any Apple devices, but I have Apple stock. I have a friend that has nothing but Apple products, name it, but does not have any Apple stock, so I thought that was kind of interesting. But anyway, that's besides the point. So if you have Apple, go ahead and leave it in the comments along with your cost basis. That would be interesting to know. But this is a lifetime hold for me. Probably never sell it until I have to. I'll just let it sit here on drip and do its thing. But this is founded in 1976. $2.23 trillion market cap. Part of the Fang family. And a not too bad of a dividend. It's a growth stock as well, plus you get a decent dividend. So you'd have to do the math. You'd have to have quite a few shares to be able to live off of that one. But pretty good ratings for a company of this size, 72%. They do have earnings coming up here on April 28th after hours. Here you can see a dividend, so 0.205. So it gives me $1.47. So if that helps you do the math, whatever it takes you to live on, take that and figure out how many shares you would need to be able to live off of the Apple stock. So dividends are nice. Sometimes it's not everything, but they are nice from time to time. And all of these are having a great day as well. So back to Apple. Why this Apple analyst is excited, and you can kind of see some monitors set up there. When CNBC's Squawk Box research, so Apple for investors with a long-term horizon, and that's what I have it as, a long-term horizon. So this kind of goes over a buy rating. Apple held its first event of 2020 Tuesday when the company announced the release of new products, including the iMac, iPad Pro, iPhone 12, among these other items. And so researcher continues to have a $160 price target for Apple near term. Zeno expects the shares to continue to consolidate. The analyst said that he is excited about the pipeline for Apple over the next 3 to 5 years. He expects his expectations include an Apple Car, which I've covered here on the channel a couple times, as well as AR glasses. So they've already been working on a car for, I want to say since 2014. I'd have to go back and look at my other videos. I'll link those in the description, but I'm the same way. I feel in 3 to 5 years they will be releasing some type of a car. I don't think it'll be per se car made by Apple. They've teamed up with Kia and several other, you'd have to watch my videos, but the car is going to be made by somebody, and the guts, if you will, the electronics, operating system is going to be designed by Apple. So it should be a very interesting product whenever they do decide to release that. But 52-week price movement, Apple is up 92.84% over the 52-week period. 52-week low of $68.05. I'm sure that was back in March. So it would have been a perfect time to load up, and a 52-week high of $145.09. So this one does have some volatility in it. I've thought about doing an option on this one. As I've told you on numerous videos, I don't really do options. This one I think would be a safer option. Again, don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. Don't tell you when to buy or sell, especially when it comes to options. But I would definitely consider an option on this one, just because it doesn't move a whole lot, and it very rarely goes down. If it does, it comes back up. So should you buy Apple stock, here are the key numbers to look at now. So Apple kicks off a new snapshot series for the most searched for companies on MarketWatch. The quarterly review will show comparisons of key metrics to watch in companies. The updates will include comparisons of results to competitors. Keep in mind, no two companies are alike. Where Apple fits in is the largest company in the world when measured by market capitalization. Apple is contrasted with the largest big tech rivals. The company remains mostly a software maker, while others among the largest tech players are growing sales more quickly and have businesses that center more on intellectual capital and services. And who knows what Apple is working on that we haven't even heard about. I'm sure they're coming out with product services. Once you get an Apple product, the people that I know have all the services, music, cloud. I hate to use the term nickel and dime you to death, but that creates revenue for a company. So when you have a company and a great product, you need to provide some type of product service and service your customers. I've heard great customer service by Apple, but again, you can shame me all you want in the comments. I don't have any Apple products, so I'm a cheap ass and have a Google phone from Walmart. It's Android, works just fine. So I've seen numerous Apple phones. I have friends that have them, so I'm not against them. I just do not have one. So, but I do have the stock. I love the stock. So Apple's fiscal year ends last Saturday in September. So its fiscal first quarter ended on December 26. Most important numbers that professional investors keep an eye on for the company and its rivals. And sales growth, the company reports its sales, product, service line, and also by geography. With its hardware focus, Apple's business is highly seasonal. So no sales in the December quarter made up 38% of the sales over the past 4 reported quarters. And so I know some sales on it are kind of volatile at times in regards to tax returns, stimulus checks, just things of that sort. I'm sure they have surges. Over here to Reddit, see if we can find any information. My $30,000 house down payment on Apple and Clove Bank said I can't buy a house for 3 months after forbearance. That's very interesting. I've heard a lot of about Clove. I have not really looked at them. I've thought about it just because I hear so many people talking about it. I've had people leave comments to go over it, but maybe I'll add it to my list here today. But 22 hours ago, bloodbath today. At one point, my Apple calls dropped by 30%, but I held. That would have been a good time to done a option. While it was down, everything was down yesterday. And I'm long term on Apple. I just kind of let it sit there and do its thing, collect the dividends, let it split. just kind of on autopilot. So you can see you could have got shares at 68.05 a year ago or whenever it dipped, and a high of 145. Kind of decent volume. It's got some bearish people on it here today. Puts 134 are worthless. 135 and 136 gonna get the treatment tomorrow. So there's a lot of people that are bullish on Apple. A lot of people doing options on it. Bought the dip. Whoa! Margin calls calling that shit corp. Wow, never heard it called that before, but not much other good information here. Corporation has Chickwang. Like a Chickwang. That sounds like Snoop Dogg. Visa and MasterCard. That's all that I have for Apple. Not much really else in the news about Apple other than their products, and we'll see what the stock price does. I continue to buy on the dips whenever I can, and buy partial shares on Robinhood. I think you can even buy partial shares on Fidelity now. Back to tip ranks, they're showing it as a strong buy. 26 analysts. 21 out of the 26 showed as a buy. Projections of 153.96. I'm sure that can easily be done. 15% upside, high of 175 and a low of 83. But if you have Apple, like I said, go ahead and leave it in the comments along with your cost basis. And like I said, if you're looking for a platform outside of Robinhood, check my links in the description. And hopefully we'll see an Apple car someday. So if that comes out, I'm sure this will be a $200 stock easy. So again, me just speculating. Thanks for watching. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.